This is the review for your quiz on lessons 7.8, 13.1 through 13.3. So you should have a piece of paper out and you should be trying these problems on your own. The first problem says the table below shows the number of hours Jan worked during a week. If you make a circle graph from the data, how many degrees would the section for Wednesday be? So we're looking at Wednesday, which is 5. So 5 is going to be my part. I need to figure out my whole. So to figure out the whole, I'm going to add all of the data together. So when I do that, I get 23. So that's my whole equals, and then x over 360. I use 360 because there are 360 degrees in a circle. Then I'm going to cross multiply to solve. So 23x equals 5 times 360, 1,800. Divide both sides by 23. And we get x equals 78 we'll just round to 26 degrees. Number 2, we're given a set of data and it says find mean, median, mode, and range. First thing I'm going to do is sort this from least to greatest. So I have 25, 25, 40, 48, 50, 70. I like to start with mode because that's my favorite. Mode is any of those numbers that show up more than once and the one that shows up the most. So the mode here is 25. If there's no mode, you can just write none. The range is the biggest value minus the smallest. So 70 minus 25. 70 minus 25 gives us 45. The mean is all of the data added together and then divided by how many numbers there are. So when I add 25 plus 25 plus 40 plus 48 plus 50 plus 70, I get 258 divided by 6. That answer is 43. So my mean or my average is 43. The median is that middle value of the data. So to find the median, I'm just going to cross off from both sides. Excuse me. And my median is between 40 and 48. I'm going to add those two together, 40 plus 48, divide by 2, and I get 44 for my median. In problem number 3, we are given a set of numbers. We need to find the lower quartile, upper quartile, inner quartile range, and then see if there are any outliers. The first thing I'm going to do is organize my data from least to greatest. So I have 25, 25, 40, 48, 50, and 70. To find the lower quartile, I'm going to find the median point of my data, so the very middle of my data, which is going to be between 40 and 48. So my median would be 44. And then I'm going to look here at my lower half of my data.
Marin Papaticus, please come to the main office. Marin Papaticus to the main office, please.
Sorry about that. And then I'm going to find the median of the lower half of the data. So the median would be this middle number here, 25. So the lower quartile is 25. The upper quartile, I'm going to look at the upper half of the data and find the median of that. That middle number is 50. The inner quartile range is the upper quartile minus the lower quartile. So 50 minus 25 leaves us with 25. And then to figure out if there's any outliers, we're going to take 25 times 1.5. And I get 37.5. So I'm going to subtract that number from my lower quartile to see if there's any outliers, and I'm going to add it to my upper quartile. So 25 minus 37.5 is negative 12.5. No outliers there. I have no negative data. Then I'm going to take 50 plus 37.5, and I get 87.5. My highest number is 70, so there's no outliers there as well. Number 4 says make a stem and leaf plot of the data. So it's the same numbers here, so I'm just going to rewrite them in order from least to greatest. 40, 48, 70, nope, 50, and then 70. Remember, with the stem and leaf plot, we make our line. Our stem starts, we'll do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can't skip any numbers in the stem. We have to make a key. So we'll do 2. You can use any numbers here, but I'm going to do 2, and then the line 6 equals 26. So in stem and leaf plots, we don't use any commas. So for 25, 25, I'm going to do a 5 and a 5 spaced out. There's no 30s, so I'm just going to leave it blank. There's a 40 and a 48. There's 150, so I put a 0 there. There's no 60s, and there's 170.